Event at the Mayfair Garden East Airport from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Visit our Fidelity Bank booth to get all the details on our flexible home financing offerings. It's an opportunity you wouldn't want to miss. Fidelity, believe with us. Now, have you heard about the incredible benefits of Excellium from Total Energies? Let me tell you more about its premium fuel with its amazing 3-in-1 power. Total Energies introduces Excellium new formula, the additive-enriched fuel with its powerful 3-in-1 action that cleans your engine, extends its life, and lowers your fuel consumption. As you know, it's premium or nothing. So drive your car to any Total fuel station, refuel, and you will drive, sir. The newspapers are here, and it is the hope that it's not full of bon adults. Good morning, Richard Alaska.
Good morning, Inyo.
How about it? Yeah, Friday night.
Orkodo.
Bibia the control. Cigarettes man.
Bibia the control. Cigarettes man. Corona kuje. Me chubby walking.
Cigarettes man. Nathan God, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Shall I the Friday big slow?
Yeah, it rained too, so I meant to make cool. Yeah.
No, some way.
No, by afternoon, vitamin will enter the system.
Vitamin M.
Vitamin M. Very important. Very crucial.
Things are currently. Good morning, Papa Sam.
I wanted my man to play Agbabola. He said no, Bonad also. Because the vitamin M is not in the system.
Good morning, people. The Chronicle says this morning construction equipment won't end at Galamsey site. This is coming in from Na Toshi.
Okay.
The head of the District Assembly's Common Fund, and that institution sponsored the purchase of these equipment to repair roads in our various districts. Also, district housing program in the offing. This is according to Kojo Nkrumah, who is the Minister for Works and Housing. Akufo-Addo rubbishes fabricated a Japadia document and some other stories here on the front page of the newspaper.
The Daily Guide says ambulance dealers rubbish Ablakwa claims. That's what the paper is saying. Akufo-Addo commissions GMPC Energy House. The president also talks about the Ejapadia document. He shoots down Ejapadia propaganda. That's what he's saying. EC opens nominations on the 9th of September. This is in relation to election 2024.
Oh, powerful.
So those who have been going round and round and round, yes. September 9 is the D-Day. Yes. Now play your hand and let's see.
Yes.
Baumia to open 2024 World Share Expo, and entrepreneurship should be compulsory in schools. Okay. That's coming in from Dr. Stephen Amwa.
Yeah, man.
The Ghanaian publisher Na Toshi optimistic about DRIP and says it will stimulate growth. Also, SGAGL denies misconduct in ambulance deal. Kojo Nkrumah unveils ambitious plan to address Ghana's housing deficit. Also, Baumia Mahama to file nominations in September. And let's position Ghana to benefit from mining sector. Bujinapo.
Okay.
The Herald also is here. They are talking about the ambulance saga. And according to the Herald, there's a new turn. And the paper says 307 ambulances and spare parts deals should be smellier, not more smellier. Ex-convict found in transactions. Minister faces inflated prices claim in multi-million-dollar procurement. We'll see. Imani bosses indict Oforiatta Trematin over West Blues 95 million CD judgment debt. AG's attitude towards Atto-Forcing suggests personal vendetta. That's coming in from a law lecturer. And YEA partners top Africa BPO operators for job creation.
The Informer, Mahama reports Akufo-Addo to chiefs over handing over remarks. Also, Minister warns MMDCEs against misuse of DRIP equipment.
Okay.
Unilateral adjournment of Parliament. Majority disagrees with Speaker and recalls House for urgent business. And a number of other stories here on the front page.
Okay. The Inquisitor says Sayo turf war in police.
Hey.
And there's a picture of George Akuffo Dampare, the IGP, and his number 2, COP Christian Tete Yohunu.
I told people are forming alliances in the police service since the announcement of his position as a deputy IGP.
Okay, we'll have to dig into this story. Minority files RTI request to demand cost of DRIP project. And DRIP agenda is unprecedented. That's coming in from the local government minister.
Okay.
And some awards have been handed out here. Professor Oko Amati is CEO of the decade. Yes, that's what the Inquisitor is saying.
Congratulations, Prof. It's a good man.
The Daily Post says this morning, Akufo-Addo should reflect on a Japadia document instead of blaming opponents for it. This is coming in from Dr. Omane Buama.
Right.
Confusion rocks UCC as council members resist supposed termination of VC's appointment. And then Mahama to begin 2024 campaign tour in Upper East region tomorrow.
Okay.
The Republic Press also has a Akufo-Addo rejecting the Ijapade document. And then you have the SGAG breaking silence, and it says no misconduct in $34.9 million ambulance deal. NPP PC remanded over alleged fraud. That's on page 3. And the Public Accounts Committee is telling the Ministry of Health and Ghana Health Service, you have 3 months to recover illegal monies paid to staff. That's on page 6. And on page 10 of the paper, fire destroys over 40 shops at Kwadaso Market.
Let me take you to the ABC News newspaper. Mahamas 203 unfulfilled promises exposed. Okay.
Right.
They are fact-checking. National action plan to combat misinformation before cabinet. President Akufo-Addo is quoted here saying, an MPP blast NDC MPs for attempting to steal Akufo-Addo's DRIP initiative. Already they are fighting over this one. And if you go to the Catholic Standard, Catholic bishops launch 5-year peace initiative. Also, a stand for the truth. Bishop Atakura is telling all of us. And then we have second calls for renewal of evangelism. And then the editorial says, a second look at our education system, a must.
Okay.
And don't label elderly people as witches.
Very important.
All right. Finally, from me, the BNFT illegal fishing gear still thrives despite ban. And that is on page 3 of the paper. Government to settle 95 million cedi arrears payment to West Blue. And Dr. Stephen Amwa says entrepreneurship is the way to go. And there's a feature on page 5 of the BNFT, driving economic growth through SMEs.
Okay, let me take you online, citinewsroom.com. Ambulance deal. Government has not paid $34 million to Service Ghana Auto Group. This is Dr. Okoboy speaking. Will fully support our parliamentary candidate, and this is Trifo Atimokwa NPP. Their parliamentary candidate was put behind the cooler over some allegations of fraud. About 12% of Hassan Tampuli's voters in 2020 swayed to NDC candidate. This is Global Info Analytics. And then also, if you go somewhere down there, curfew imposed in Nigerian state after hunger protest. Forex Bureau yet to comply with BOG's Ghana card directive. Bryce Simmons writes, there's an interesting article here. World Bank funding of luxury condos in Ghana and dangers insurance industry. Major Online quickly. Cool. Government has invested 10 billion cedis in road infrastructure since January 2024. Finance Minister, this story is here again. Akufo-Addo should reflect on a Japadia document instead of blaming opponents. This is Omane Buama. We are developing national action plan to address disinformation, misinformation. This is Akufo-Addo. And AG's reaction to Atu Forson's acquittal and discharge fuels perception of personal vendetta. This is Professor Apieje Chia. And Cafe blast kills 16 in Nigeria's Borno state. I take you to Star FM quickly. We never inflated cost in ambulance deal. This is SGAGL clarifying. Professor Opokwa Jimenez here urging companies to prepare for 24-hour economy. Don't blame your husband for lack of money. Professor Pokwajiman to the traders. He said when the husbands are not able to perform, they should understand that it is not their fault. Inside painstaking negotiations that led to biggest prisoner swap since Cold War. This is on CNN. Tears, hugs, and a salute as released prisoners greeted by U.S. President Biden and VP Harris. These are some stories here. There is this one that's interesting. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Why fathers need to watch what they drink too. You know, for a long time, the impression has been that when pregnant mothers drink, that's what affects the fetus. It appears that fathers too drinking can have an impact on the fetus. And Hezbollah leader says conflict with Israel in new phase after killings. We jump into the details now.
So let me take you straight to the Chronicle. The
Right.
big story talks about those construction equipment given out a couple of days ago by the president to the various district assemblies. Natoshi, the head of the district assemblies common fund, is quoted here saying something about them. Now, Max Olufori reports that the administrator of the district assemblies common fund, Irene Natoshi Adolate, has assured Ghanaians that the road construction equipment given to the 261 assemblies in this country will not be used for illegal mining. Now, according to her, the equipment deployed under the District Road Improvement Program, DRIP, which was launched on Wednesday, July 31, 2024, are to improve road networks in the various districts to facilitate free movement of goods and people, but not for illegal mining known as galamsey.
Okay.
Now, there is a related story. If you go to the Ghanaian publisher, Natoshi again is quoted as saying she's optimistic about the DRIP project and that it would stimulate growth around the country. And then also there's a related story I saw somewhere. I mean, it's sort of okay. I'll bring that back to you.
Okay.
But the point is that yes,
here.
the minority is the MPP is blasted. Okay, yes, I've seen it. So the story is on page 3 of the ABC newspaper. And it says MPP blasts NDC MPs for attempting to steal Akufo-Addo's DRIP initiative. I mean, how do you steal? How can you steal things like this? You're going to steal idea. It says the ruling New Patriotic Party in the Eastern region has expressed dismay in addressing recent misleading statements made by certain opposition members of parliament regarding the newly launched district road network infrastructure project. Now, the NDC MPs, Joseph Apia Boateng, NDC MP for Afram Plain South, and Teddy Safori Adi, NDC MP for Ayesuano, have been falsely claiming credit for the procurement of road construction equipment distributed to their respective constituencies under the DRIP initiative.
Don't start doing yourself.
Now, let's follow some videos trending on social media, which they are running commentary over the matter and claiming the machines were brought with the MP's common. They were actually bought with the MP's common fund after they were they went to lobby for it. However, the Eastern Regional Communications Officer of the NDC, Evans Osei-Yeboah, in a statement on behalf of the regional chairman, Jeff Konedu Addo, rubbished the claims made by the NDC MPs to discredit the Akufo-Addo Bawumia-led government initiative.
You see, sometimes we are in a hurry to gloat over things. This is procurement. We've had the equipment. We've not even started using them for what we are needed for. People are doing razzmatazz and things.
It means a lot in an election year, so people would fall over.
Everyone is trying to claim that.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
This is why we are where we are. Yeah. We should follow through and let it work for us. This later, what is in the other paper?
If you go to the Daily Guide and Herald, both of them are talking about the ambulance deal. Now, the Daily Guide is saying that Service Ghana Auto Group Limited has denied claims of inflating the costs in its contract with the government of Ghana for the after-sales services and maintenance of 300 ambulances. The company said so in a statement signed by its MD. And it noted that the companies in the transaction had at all material times, including during the competitive procurement processes, conducted themselves with integrity and complied with due process of law. Now, the statement is a response to claims made by NDC MP for North Tong, Samuel Okujoto Ablakwa, who alleged financial underdealings in the procurement and maintenance of the ambulances.
So in this angle, they are saying they've not inflated.
Yes, they are saying they've not inflated. But
okay.
the Herald has a different take. They claim that there are some persons of questionable character involved in the transaction. Now, they say that according to findings that they have made, the Akufo-Addo government either failed or deliberately awarded the deal to an ex-convict as one of the persons involved in the transaction. This said person, according to the paper, had spent time in jail in the UK and was on trial for some criminal cases.
Okay.
That's what the paper is saying.
In the meantime, they are...
No offense to
So I was going to ask, if you're an ex-convict, you can't do business again.
Yeah, I don't understand what that whole...
Okay, but then the angle from the government's end is that it has not paid $34 million to Service Ghana Auto Group. This is the Health Minister Okoboy speaking. I'm reading from citinewsroom.com, story by Ni Aikwe Okain. And it says the Minister of Health, Dr. Bernard Okoboy, says the Bank of Ghana has not made any payment in relation to the $34 million ambulance spare parts due with the Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. The Member of Parliament for North Tong, this background we all know. So let me just jump to a quote. I spoke to one of the deputy governors who I had a working relationship with when I was at the health insurance, and the deputy governor made me aware that not even $1 has been given to the provider. So let's hope this is so, and let's hope that due diligence is executed in this project.
Okay, so now let me take you to some other stories this morning. Politics in the news.
Yes.
EC to open nominations on September 9.
Yeah.
Presidential filing fee now 100,000 Ghana cedis, 10,000 Ghana cedis for parliamentary candidates. And the story is in the Informer newspaper.
Is the cost target for women at the parliamentary level?
So let me give you the story.
Yes.
Now, the Electoral Commission will open nominations for the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections on Monday, September 9, 2024. Now, the nomination period will close on Friday, September 13, 2024. Now, in a press release issued on Thursday, August 1, the Commission stated that this process is in accordance with the regulations 6, 7, and 9 of the 2020 Public Elections Regulation CI 127. Now, interested candidates can download nomination forms from the EC's website starting Friday, August 2. But we are told that you have to pay for some code before you can download. Now, the filing fee for presidential candidates is set at 100,000 Ghana cedis with a reduced fee of 75,000 Ghana cedis for female candidates and persons with disabilities. Now, nomination forms will be accepted between 9 a.m. and 12 o'clock noon. And again, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. each day during the nomination.
So we still don't know yet the cost for the parliamentary.
Parliamentary
is 10,000.
Parliamentary is 10,000.
Yeah, 7,000.
But the cost is the same for women?
No.
It's
Women, they
standard
have,
as well.
Female candidates, presidential, and persons with disabilities are paying 75,000.
Yes, 75,000.
Then the parliamentary, you are paying 7,500
as a
for
woman.
female and persons
So if
with
you want to
disabilities.
sponsor somebody,
I think Richard Sky, you are in a better position to sponsor some of them. But I take you to myjoyonline.com. Commander Sugar Factory to be leased to Indian firm for 15 years. Katie Hammond speaking here. Minister for Trade and Industry Katie Hammond has announced plans by the government to lease the Commander Sugar Factory to West African Agro Limited, an Indian-based firm, for a renewable term of 15 to 20 years. The minister says this is necessary to revitalize the struggling factory's operations. The minister announced this during a working visit to the factory in the Commander Edina Eguafo Ebirim municipality in the central region. So that's what's happening. Some details. The factory began to deteriorate until the government in November 2019 signed a partnership agreement with the Ghanaian Indian company Park Agrotech Ghana Limited, expected to pump some $28 million into the project. This reminds me of the former Supreme Court Justice's comments, where she says that we run down state institutions and then sell it out. I don't know how come we are not able to, as a state, run a sugar factory that will be efficient, take care of our own needs.
I mean, of course, there are serious questions to raise about the transaction, but it's not a sale, as we understand it.
Yes.
It's a lease. In other words, the people will run it for a period of time, and 20 years or 15 years.
15 to 20 years.
Yeah, that's right. So it's not strictly speaking a sale. Let's just put that on the record. In the meantime, though, we are told that the BOG has deployed a centralized foreign exchange trading platform in August. So the story is in the Informer newspaper on which page is this? Okay, page 7.
Yeah.
And it says Ghana Central Bank has announced the deployment of a centralized foreign exchange trading platform to promote integrity and enhance the country's financial system. Now, in a statement issued by the Apex Bank on July 30, 2024, all licensed foreign exchange bureau operating in the country will be required to use this platform for buying and selling foreign currencies. Effective Thursday, August 1, 2024. There's a quote here that says, this initiative marks a milestone in the bank's efforts to ensure the safe and sound operations of the foreign exchange business within the space. Now, quickly though, let me draw your attention to an editorial by the Chronicle. You know that as part of this initiative, the BOG says that if you are going to buy Forex, you need to use your Ghana card. And page 4 of the Chronicle has a story that says, not a story, the editorial says, BOG's new directive on Forex transactions is a move in the right direction. And quickly, the last two paragraphs, in our view, while the BOG's directive represents a positive advancement towards securing the forex market, it's crucial to address potential gaps in implementation and enforcement. The central bank must ensure robust measures are in place to prevent a surge in black market activities and safeguard personal data. Now, the public, in turn, must adhere to legal channels and avoid contributing to the underground economy. Balancing regulatory rigor with effective enforcement will be key in achieving the intended outcomes of this new policy.
In the meantime, if you go to citinewsroom.com, Forex bureaus are yet to comply with BOG's Ghana Card Directive. Edna Agnes Boache has a story. Initial checks by Citi Business News have revealed that some foreign exchange bureaus have not fully complied with the Bank of Ghana's new directive on transactions. The directive, which took effect on Thursday, August 1, 2024, requires all licensed Forex exchange bureaus to request for the Ghana card. Now, during visits to various bureaus, it was observed that the Ghana card was not requested before transactions were conducted. Customers were seen engaging in currency exchanges without presenting their Ghana cards, and attendants were processing transactions without verifying the identification through the Ghana card. The inconsistency was noted across multiple bureau visitors. So more needs to be done to have this implemented. But Nathan,
if you go to page 4 of the Inquisitor newspaper, the paper is saying that there's a turf war in the Ghana Police Service. And the paper says it has been alerted to how personnel who felt sidelined in the scheme of affairs now feel that they are secured and they will have the turf to work. And the paper is saying that those who have the eyes and ears of the current IGP also feel that they've solidified their base within the service, and they continue to be loyal to the IGP and are therefore spying on officers and personnel of the service. Interesting
this
times.
Is true, then it's not a good development. Final one from me.
Before you go, though,
yes,
the Chronicle published a story on the president's reaction to this viral document. It keeps coming back in various forms. And
the details in that document mirror some realities, but the government is saying that
I'm not so sure about mirroring realities. Of course, there are things that are happening that people can draw all kinds of inferences from. But to honestly think that somebody will sit down and write a book like that and seek to enforce it, sometimes I think we should be more intelligent than we sometimes are said. Because really, I mean, who in his right mind becoming president would allow the family to write a book like that and say that that's their manifesto to
Sky, there's
long in this country, you know that some of these things are just
fabrications.
Please. Of course, there are things that you can speak about that are happening that are terrible. But
let me end my last story. don't blame your husbands for lack of money.
That's correct.
If the chop money doesn't come the way it used to, don't blame your husband.
Yes.
Professor J. Nano Pokwajima, running mate of Mr. John Dramani Mahama, flag bearer of NDC, has asked women, particularly traders, to be patient with their husbands.
Yes, I agree.
Who are unable to provide funding to support their businesses, saying the deteriorated economic situation is to blame.
I agree.
For the predicament.
Yes.
Quote, most of the time, when you are unable to get credit from the financial institution to support your trade, you turn to your husband for help. But they cannot help because they are either out of jobs or their businesses are not doing well due to the economic difficulties in the country.
Yes.
Be patient with them because it is not their fault. The poor economic management has created all these hardships. So she was speaking at the Dunkwamfum market in the central region. This is the word of the Lord.
No, this is like the gospel. It is the truth. Because these days it's difficult to nash Shigbega. You know Shigbega?
Chop money.
It's chop money, but it's money you give to your wife to take to the market. And that's a Shigbega. And that's Shigbega.
Do you put it on the center table or you put it on the fridge?
No, let me draw.
On the TV.
If you are fighting, then you put it on the table.
That was the newspaper review.
Everything is cool. I don't. You know what?
City's biggest conversation.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Gugomi, at what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same right. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the gobe too small.
Go.
Joe Pana. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh you go work, but you know it's out your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out your side. And when you dream, no say I live by you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live by you. Many want. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
6:59. Business news coming up shortly with Neil Latte, brought to you by Access Bank and MTN. Hello world, let's help you check your dream locations off your bucket list. Make your travel dreams a reality with us. Our aviation and hospitality desk is designed with you in mind. Let's help you book and pay for your ticket and secure travel insurance, whether it's a tropical escape or a family visit. Access Bank has you covered. Avoid the hassle. Book your next flight with Emirates, South African Airways, Air Peace, or African World Airline through Access Bank. We have 55 branch network and they give you convenience, easy payment and security. Also pay for your Qatar Airways flight with your Access Bank Visa card and enjoy up to 12% off. Visit africa.visa.com to register. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll-free number 080,000 4400 for more information and assistance. Access Bank is more than banking. Now, if you're making a call or you're browsing and you realize you are out of time or bundle, you don't need to stress. Just dial star 506 hash and you get to borrow credit on the MTN extra time. Same star 506 hash and you can bundle data anywhere you are. Your conversations don't need to end. Borrow extra time now and enjoy the things you love on your favorite network, MTN.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
And Nee Latte is here with the news. Good morning, Nee.
Good morning, Caleb. It's Friday. Welcome to the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle and Access Bank. My name is Nee Latte. This morning, let's start with banking and why you should begin reposing confidence in the sector, because some banks have posted very strong profits in the first 6 months of this year, indicating signs of recovery from the impact of the domestic debt exchange program in 2022 and the challenging business and economic climate. More in this Business Desk report.
The Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB, for instance, posted a profit before tax of 700 million cedis at the end of June 2024, compared to the 520 million cedis in June of the previous year. Standard Chartered recorded a profit before tax of 602 million cedis. EcoBank Ghana also saw a profit before tax increase of more than 100%, reaching 991 million cedis, compared to the 435 million cedis the previous year. For the first half of the year, Republic Bank posted a profit of 88 million cedis, while ADB recorded a profit of 80 million cedis. Carl Bank PLC reported a profit before tax of 233 million cedis. The banking sector's performance in the first half of the year points to a continuous recovery as total assets grew by 33.3% to reach 323.1 billion Ghana cedis at the end of June 2024, compared to the 21.2% growth recorded at the end of June 2023. However, the industry's non-performing loan ratio increased to 24% in June 2024 from the 18.7% the previous year. Meanwhile, analysts believe that mobilizing more customer deposits was the quickest post-domestic debt exchange program recovery route for the banks.
A Business Desk report. Now, stabilizing the CD and enhancing market transparency remain the best options in curbing illegal forex activities. That's the view of Director of Operations at Daylex Finance, Joe Jackson. His comment is on the back of the Bank of Ghana's directive that all forex transactions are conducted through a newly deployed centralized platform with a mandatory Ghana card requirement. However, checks by Citi Business News on Thursday showed that many forex bureaus have not fully complied. Joe Jackson insists imposing restrictive measures is not a pragmatic solution.
The way you keep people from the grey market is to stabilize the CD and make it widely available. The measures of not allowing forex bureaus to advertise, hiding their rates, etc., actually making the situation worse. They're counterproductive. It's a competitive market. You want patrons and customers to, when they are buying dollars, to go to the place with the lowest rate. When they are selling dollars, to go to the place with the highest rate. And with that, keep the market stable. Not ask them to not to advertise their rates. What are you trying to achieve? Listen, the only way to stop the grey market is to make it widely available so that you can monitor it. Otherwise, if there's a shortage of dollars, then all these measures will just drive it even deeper into grey and maybe to the black market.
Director of Operations at Daylex Finance, Joe Jackson there. A good time for some currency update, isn't it? This morning on the retail forex market, the dollar could be sold to you at 15 cedis 85 pesos, the British pound selling at 20 cedis and 10 pesos, the euro going for 16 cedis 90 pesos. Moving on, key trade associations in the country are confident the newly passed Ghana Shippers Authority law will facilitate smooth operations, eliminate bottlenecks, and tackle the excessive charges at the port. For them, the law will empower regulators to protect the interests of shippers, shipping service providers, and the business community. First, listen to the Association of Ghana Industries, AGI, after a meeting with the Shippers Authority on the rollout of the new law. Dr. Humphrey Eyimdake is its president.
The Association of Ghana Industries is situated in the shipper's position or the principal agent position. We believe it's a welcoming document, a welcoming act to strengthen the business community in two ways. To the shipper, it gives us the capacity to engage with our agents in a very equitable manner. The role of the Shippers Authority is well defined. They become a form of a referee, aid us create the equity that is needed in the cost of doing business, especially from the port of entry.
Dr. Humphrey Eyimdake is president of AGI. The Ghana Union of Traders Association is also hopeful the operationalization of the new law will positively impact the cost of doing business in Ghana. Dr. Joseph Obeng is president of GUTA.
We have been propagating all this while that we revise their laws so that they can have proper mandate to control. Cost of doing business in this country is just too high. And that if this act seeks to empower Ghana Shippers Authority to do just that for us, to make sure that some controls are brought to bear so that they can approve of some of these charges or disapprove so that we can have the respite to do our business and also grow.
GUTA President Dr. Joseph Obeng there. That's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goyle and Access Bank. I am Ni Latte. I wish you a good business day. Next is the Citi Business edition.
Beautiful people, we are live in town, soaking in the excitement about the partnership between Access Bank and PABS, revolutionizing the way people move money across Africa. Let's hear directly from those reaping the benefits.
It's a relief. Anytime I send money back home, my family receives exactly what I send them, instantly.
I'm studying in Ghana, but originally from Nigeria. With this service, my parents send my school and hostel fees directly, and they do it with so much ease.
I run a fashion business. Let me tell you, sending and receiving money across Africa without those annoying forex fees has really cut down our operational costs.
Benefit from instant payments across Africa with zero foreign exchange hassle. Visit our website www.ghana.accessbankplc.com or call our toll free on 0800 00 4400 for all your cross-border payments.
Pass it with Access Bank.
Access Bank, more than banking.
Hey, so as for you, every day you are just pressing your phone. Why? Are they paying you?
They are, Oma.
Eh?
The more I use my MTN, the more points I get. And I can use those points to get airtime, data, and even discounts at shops and restaurants.
Hey, so that is why all of you are always pressing your phones. And you won't tell us, so that we too we can enjoy some.
Oh, ma.
There's always more to enjoy with MTN Rewards. Just keep talking, testing, and browsing all day, every day to collect your points and use it to redeem amazing offers and discounted freebies right away. There's so much available for you. So dial *550# and get your reward today. Let's go everywhere you go.
Kweku, have you heard what they are doing on MTN?
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Kofi Kenata, Jose Mombelete, forget to Biala. But one thing you don't have to forget, if you want to be the next millionaire in town, is the Telecel More Money promo is getting exciting. 2 lucky winners have been rewarded 30,000 Ghana cedis each this week. And the next will be you. There is 1 million Ghana cedis up for grabs. Simply reload your mobile using your Telecel cash wallet and be part of the daily and weekly draws where you could win up to 30,000 Ghana cedis every week. More melody. No, purchase data or airtime using your Telecel cash wallet and double your chances making payment onto your fixed broadband. It also gives you a chance to be the next millionaire. Opt in for free, dial star 500 hash or send win to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. T's and C's apply. Telecel, connecting energies. Now the biggest dreams start small, so this long vacation, enroll your children or wards on the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program from July 15 to September 15 this year to enable them gain valuable work experience. If they are below 12 years, sign them up for the Kids First account. If they are 13 to 17, open the Me First account for them. Just deposit an initial 300 Ghana cedis in their account and apply for the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program. They get 5 exciting internship opportunities at any of our branches. And also to participate in an essay writing competition where they can win attractive cash prizes. Find out more, visit branches. Please call also 0596 921 921 or email firstsolutions@firstbankgroup.com. First Bank Ghana, you first. Hello Ghana, there's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there on the market. From the producers of Cowbell, we are introducing Twitsco. The way the weather make nice, you know. Go to any provisions shop around your neighborhood, ask for Twitsco. It's just 1 cedi 80 pesos. Add milky to it, boil hot water, stir that in, enjoy your day, and give your day a good start. It's approved by the FDA, the advert. Twitsco is in town. It's great tasting. Power your day, power your dream. Twitsco. We'll get into business edition this morning. It's a very important conversation. If you're an AI enthusiast or you're curious about AI, you want to know the workings of AI and most importantly, AI and data science, then get closer to your radio set, open up, turn up the volume, and let's have a conversation on the Citi Business Edition. Neil Latte has been speaking to Delali Agbanyaga. He's a data scientist and he's going to help your business and all young people in the digital technology space in various fields. So enjoy. We'll be right back.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hello there, this is 97.3 Citi FM. Welcome. This is your most educative and insightful business show on radio. This is the Citi Business Edition on 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Ni Latte. Today on the show, we are talking about data science and artificial intelligence. I'm glad to have one of the industry players here with me with over 15 years of multiple industry experience. My guest is currently the lead team member of data scientists at Shopify. Outside of his regular work at Shopify, Delali is the founder of Ghana Data Science Summit and the lead organizer of Indaba X Ghana, with a mission to create awareness and also build capacity in machine learning and artificial intelligence in Ghana as well as Africa as a whole. Delali Agbanyaga is my guest this morning on the Citi Business Edition. As you may be well aware, AI has now become the talk of town, and the whole world needs to be fully ready for it. Whether it's going to take over our jobs or not, the discussion is in focus this morning on the Citi Business Edition. Once again, my name is Neil Latte, and thank you so much indeed for tuning in. Delali, good to see you. Welcome to the Citi Business Edition. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me here, Nee.
Well, we have always been hearing AI, artificial intelligence, data science, Internet of Things, machine learning. The terms go on and on. But as to whether they are used interchangeably, they have some similarities, there are some key differences. You are the expert here. Help us. When we say AI, when we say data science, let's even take it one after the other. What is data science? What is artificial intelligence?
Yeah, thank you for that question. I actually always get this question. So, data science is really a science of basically using data to drive some impact. So it's actually very broad. It includes anything that you can use data to do. So, for example, if you are a business and you actually predict the future using your current data and trends to predict the future, you are doing some type of data science at the very basic level. By the advanced level, data science could also mean, using sophisticated systems like AI systems to determine fraud. So, in many places, for example, if you have a credit card and you make a purchase that is fraudulent, systems under the hood can actually inform people that, hey, we've seen that you have made a purchase here with this amount. Is that you or not? That's something that we call fraud detection. That's also data science. So data science is really broad. It actually starts from descriptive analytics, which is basically creating reports, to diagnostics analytics, which is really understanding the why behind why things happen.
So it's all about decision making.
It's all about decision making with data, right? And I would like to link this to AI. So AI, in simple terms, is really the science of training systems or machines to act in ways that we say that they are smart. So AI basically deals with systems and machines that are doing things that actually only humans can do. An example is self-driving cars. If you live in certain countries, you can order Uber. It will come to you with no driver. You can get into it and go to your destination. So AI basically just means that, you are training systems, or systems are working in ways that only humans can do. I can give, many different examples, like you can be speaking English now, but somebody can be hearing French using language translation, which is also an AI. So the key difference here between data science and AI is that, they are all broader things, but they kind of overlap in terms of like the application, right? Data science is the broader scope of using data to drive business decisions, doing analytics, statistical modeling, whereas AI and machine learning are components of data science that are focused on training machines to do things that humans naturally would do.
So usually, where does the confusion come in when it comes to the interchangeable nature of the terms?
Yeah, usually I don't see data science and AI being confused so much. What I see being confused is machine learning and AI. And basically, AI is the broader thing. Okay, it's the broader thing that is like a system of tools and techniques that are used to train systems to behave as humans. Machine learning is basically a component or subset of artificial intelligence that is focused on showing data to the machine over time and letting the machine learn from the data, and then the machine can now do things based on what they've learned from the data. So you can think of it as AI as the broader umbrella, and then machine learning, it's a subset of AI, whereas data science is almost like a broader use of data, and of course we know that AI is built with data as well.
Data science can be the universal set, and we have AI and machine learning in there as subsets.
Correct.
Perfect. But when I was reading your profile, I realized that you have over 15 years of experience when it comes to data science and artificial intelligence, not just in Ghana, but also the whole of Africa. You have been driving several efforts